Hi friends, I have another craft for you today. Today we are going to do a Valentine wreath. Isn't this cute? Super simple, really versatile. So let's get started. You will need a wire wreath form heart. Here's one. This one is 16 inches. If you get one at like Walmart or Dollar Tree, they are like 12 inches. So the difference will be that you won't have all of this open space. These frilly parts will come in closer, which is really cute. And this is really cute, so you have options, see? And you can put one of the Valentine signs in here. The trucks are still popular, or the gnomes, and you can place it inside or just leave it open like this. I'll show you how to do that. So you need a frame, and you need the tablecloths that you can get at Dollar Tree or Walmart or whatever, and a pair of scissors. That's it. All right, super simple. This is a nice craft you can do in front of the television once you get everything prepped, or while you're listening to music, or it's just nice, sort of like crocheting, a simple pattern that you can just do while having a conversation, or it's just fun. It'll take a little while, so we won't do the whole craft today, but I'll show you how it works. So if you get a tablecloth from Dollar Tree, they're shaped like this. I'm going to show you how to cut one that is shaped like this. It's a rectangular tablecloth. You need three colors. So I picked white, dark pink, and light pink to make this wreath. But you can do anything you want to do. But those are the colors we're using today. And then we're going to cut these in little petals, tie them on the frame, and that's it. So back to the tablecloth. This is what it looks like, shaped like if you buy it at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to show you how to cut it this way. If you get it at Dollar General or Walmart or somewhere else, sometimes they're a little more square. And this one was from Dollar. I'm not going to tell you where I got it. No, it's from Dollar General, but it's an old one, and so look, it's faded. So that's a tip for you today. Open up your tablecloth. You don't know how long that thing's been sitting on the shelf or been stored, because, they're sustainable. It's not like they're going to rot or something. So, but what does happen is the dye fades. So when you do get your tablecloth, open it up. I did not open it up until right before I was doing this video. And it's too late because I don't have another one. So I'm just going to show you how it works. All right, so it looks like this when you buy it at Dollar Tree, or you can refold it and make it look like this instead of a square. What you're doing is you're having the sealed ends on the outside. That's what you're doing. So you open it up flat and cut it in half. Get a pair of scissors, cut it in half. So long-wise. Does not need to be perfect. You're not gonna tell the difference. So cut it in half. Got a little extra piece, we don't need that. Cut it in half again. So you're just making strips. They're about, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 inches long. So we're just trimming away, cutting in all these little strips. See? So it's real easy to cut through the tablecloth, but it kind of seals. They kind of attach to each other. See how easy it is for me to cut through here? They kind of kink up together. You are going to have way too many petals to make a wreath. You could probably make 2 out of one. One of each color of your tablecloths. So you got plenty extra, so don't stress. And if you're one of those that needs to measure and have everything perfect, just relax. because you're not going to be able to tell. This is just a fun craft. It won't make any difference if you make each petal exactly the same size or not. All right, so I got all these little, oops, I forgot one. All these strips. Now the ones on the end, remember I showed you the ones on the end are sealed. You just open them up flat and cut in the middle. So I'm opening up flat and cutting in the middle. So this is all the prep work. You want to do this with each tablecloth. Here's my other end, opening it up flat and cutting in the middle. See what I mean? There's all kinds of petals coming out of this. All right, lots of strips. Remember, we do not need all of these. All right, then you take each one of these, fold it this way, lengthwise, and cut it in half. Petals. Flip them all, cut them in half. Then I'll show you how to cut the actual petal. And I'll explain why I'm saying the tablecloth kind of seals up, how that affects us. It's no big deal, but it does affect us. And this is a different pair of scissors that I'm using than I did with the first one. And I don't know. I was thinking my first set of scissors were not very good. These are a little better. I need to go buy some scissors. These are a little better. But I think these are thin enough. I'm not even going to use those. Again, way too many petals. So now I've got them all cut in half. So just pick up a chunk and we're going to make a petal. They're going to look like this. So yeah, I've already got some dark pinks cut and white and light pink. So I am going to grab a chunk and we're just going to trim off the edges to make it look like a little petal. So I'm just going to go up to a little point and then back down. So some of your little stacks will be sealed up at the top. It doesn't matter because of the way the tablecloth was folded. We're cutting it off anyway. So trim up to the top. Trim down, and we got a set of petals. That's it. And then they're all going to be to where they come apart. See how I'm moving them and they're all coming apart? Just like this, they feather out. Guess what? These are better scissors than the first one I have, because if I tell you they kind of seal up together when you're cutting, they don't feather out this pretty. You have to use your fingers to make them feather out. Here, I'll show you an example. These are attached just a little bit, and I take my fingers and they separate. I mean, it's not like they're glued together or anything. They're not technically sealed. But better scissors, awesome, glad to know this. Better scissors makes this part a lot easier. And they just feather out so you can grab a set. So let me show you again. Here's another set. The top part is sealed because of the way the tablecloth's folded, right? Oblong or rectangle tablecloth. I'm just going to trim off the top. No exact measurement. I'm just going to make a little petal and make sure that I cut at the very tip because it was sealed in the fold, just like a set of towels or whatever. I'm going to do the same thing on this end. Trim off, start at the top, come down. See how I'm just eyeballing it? That's it. And then they're all separate. They're all separate, ready to go. So this won't take long, but this is one tablecloth. Then you do that with your other two tablecloths. 3 colors. We're making a Valentine one, so I chose dark pink, light pink, and white. But we could throw red in there. Red's Valentine. Purple. That would look really cute. Alright, so I got a lot of extras of this. Let me show you how to tie one. Super easy. So you get your form, and I'm going to start at the very tip of the form, and these forms have 3 bars, and the middle bar is higher. Doesn't matter, still gonna look great. This is the exact same form as this wreath, so that's what this one's gonna look like when it's finished. So you start with the inside ring, you tie and go all the way around. Then you go to the middle ring, you tie and go all the way around. Then you go to the top ring, you tie and go all the way around. So I like to do it in a pattern of color. So I'm gonna do, it doesn't matter, but I am gonna do dark pink, white, and light pink, I guess, because that's how I have the petals set up. So you take a petal and you're gonna wrap it around the form, and you just tie it once. You don't need to tie it into a knot because it is not going anywhere. You just tie it once. Loop it over like you're getting ready to tie your tennis shoe. And that's it. The one thing though, let me show you with a colored one so you can see. One, you gotta make sure you just get one sheet of this. One sheet of this. Look, I got a little bit of a straggly I'm gonna trim up. This is from earlier. Then you grab it and you tie it over just like you're tying a shoe. Just once and make a knot. But look what happens if you pull too tight. 1, it breaks, but 2, it gets stringy and clear. See how that happens? It's just thin plastic, right? We're charging it, they're charging $1 for this, right? See, it gets a little warpy and thin. So you have to find your groove and you have to figure out how tight you need to tie it. That you have a cute little knot, but you're not stretching out your pieces of petal. And remember, see how this one's stuck? That's what I'm talking about. This is those yucky scissors. Not so good scissors. Anyway, you just take one. I'm going under it and tie it through once. Figure out your groove, how tight you can tie it or not, and push it together. And I've got my piles in order, in my color order that I want to go. Just going up underneath, tie and push together. That's it. Over and over and over. That's why I'm saying this is a great project for in front of the television mirror. Or at your craft table. I did all mine at a table. So, see why we can't do this whole project in one day or on my video? I don't do that time-lapse thing generally, so I haven't ever, but just keep going. If you got a little sprig, I got a sprig, I just snip it off. Keep your scissors close by, snip it off. And look, I've just got a few on there, and look what's happening already. Isn't that cute? So cute. Go all the way around the inside, do the middle, do the top. So, you push them, you see how tight you want them, it's all up to you. See how this spins? We'll have to adjust that when we get to the end. You push all of them up top. So I am just going to put a couple more on here, and I'll show you what it looks like when you go to the second row. So let's do another one here. And another one. All right, now roll them over a little bit. See, they're going to be all fluffed out this way. roll them down a little bit to get to your next row and start the next row. So, let me grab a pink. And I'm doing my second row, same thing. Just go up under, tie, push them together. Let me get a white. Let me get a light pink. So you could do this with any shape form. Doesn't have to just be Valentine's Day. You can do this for St. Patrick's Day or 4th of July. It's endless, actually. You can do this all different kinds and different shapes. There are square forms. Have you seen those? I made a burlap wreath out of a square form. I thought that was the coolest thing. They've got all kinds of shapes, and you can do this with every one of them if you want to. So my knot's getting in the way. I just got to push it out of my way and put my petal in there. Whoops. There we go. Tie it and push it together. So then I fluff my ends back up, and this is what 2 rows looks like. Then you just add the 3rd row. So let's start that real quick. Pink, white, pink, pink, white, pink. All right, here's a pink one. Here's a dark pink one. And a light pink one. So if you're doing your math, if we like math, you can do this wreath for under $5. Now that Dollar Tree is a $1.25 tree. But it's inexpensive. That's a plus. Nice thing to do in the winter. Valentine's Day is still wintry, so if you're stuck inside, nice thing to do with your hands. And that's a good point. If you don't have a lot of mobility with your hands, this really isn't that difficult. It's not like we're doing beading or something. I think you'll be able to do this because there's not a lot of tension. It's just wrapping like this. So you go to the back, make sure that you push all of your petals to the front so that you just have the knots. You're just seeing the knots on the back. So you just push all your petals. They'll get all, wiggly as you're going around your whole form. But at the end, you go to the back, you push all your petals to the front, and it all fills out. And I know you're just seeing a little piece of it, but this is what it turns out to be. And that's what the back looks like. So I've just pushed them all back, right? All through. And then you get to fluff. You fluff it so it all, and it saves really good if you're packing it up for next year. It's going to get smished. All you got to do is refluff. You fluff it up, and it looks great. It turns out so good. If you're putting in a sign, you just attach it to the bar. So, say I had a big sign up here that says love. I would glue some pipe cleaners to the back of that sign, lay it on top, and wrap the pipe cleaners around my frame. Tie a little hook on the back so you can hang it up, because this is a heart, unless I like to put some of my hearts like this. But that's up to you. But you just take even a bread tie and you hook it on the bottom ring, the inside ring, so that it hides and you can't see it. Just tie it on there, twist it like you're twisting your bread shut, and hang it up. It's super light. It won't damage anything. It can go on the outside of your door if you want, because it's made out of plastic, so it won't get damaged if the rain gets it. Super versatile. Cute just this way, or decorate it up more to your style. And that's it. That's it. Super simple Valentine wreath. I hope you had fun. I hope you make one for yourself. And we'll see you next time. Bye.